prey to an unfortunate accident or a mysterious illness. Be patient, my dearest. Another year is all I ask, and then we shall be wed and live out the rest of our days in comfort."
All the blood left Skye's head, and spots danced before her eyes. Oliver intended to kill her. Dear God, how had she become embroiled in such a heinous plot? She inched away as quietly as she could. The door behind her opened, and she fled, praying the two conspirators hadn't seen her. She ran to the chamber she shared with her sister, hoping her ma and Helen were still within. Her mother would ken what to do. Skye threw open the door and nearly tumbled through in her haste, only to find the room empty. Mayhap Helen and ma were out gathering the first shoots of some healing herb or another. Her da and brother would be in the forest hunting. Pacing, she bit her lip. Think? Oliver would have to wed her first in order to claim her dowry, and that would never happen, not now. She could wait until this eve to reveal what she'd learned to her family, but nay, the thought of staying in this place even another moment sickened her. What if Oliver realized she'd uncovered his plans? The door had opened behind her as she'd left the Earl's solar. Had he caught sight of her as she fled? If he was ruthless enough to murder her, surely he was ruthless enough to force her into marrying him, like Alexander Stuart had done long ago with poor Isabel, the Countess of Mar. Mayhap the Erskines would hold her family hostage at Kildrummy, threatening to do them harm to gain her compliance. Panic overwhelmed her. She couldn't allow anything to happen to her family. She needed to find her da and brother before the Erskines had time to conspire against them any further. She'd tell her sire everything. They'd gather their guards and leave for home immediately before the Erskines had time to act. Aye, haste was of the utmost importance. Grabbing her cloak from its peg, she struggled to bring her panic under control. Once she found her da and brother, all would be well. 'Twas a sound plan. Skye raced out of the chamber and down the stairs. Dread stole her breath. What kind of accident had Oliver planned for? Would he push her down a steep stairwell, like the one she now trod, or send her plummeting over a parapet? Did he mean to poison her? She hurried across the great hall and out the door. Lifting her hem, she ran to the stables.
"Good morning to you, my lady."
The stable lad's eyes widened at her breathless state.
"Do you wish to ride?" "Aye, bridle my mare and be quick about it. No need for the saddle."
The lad disappeared into the shadows of the stable, and Skye paced again. Her mind turned over every possible way her betrothed could do away with her. The lad returned, leading her horse. She took the reins from him and tossed them over her mount's head.
"Help me up,"
she commanded, gripping her mare's mane. He cupped his hands.
"Aye, my lady."
One of her father's guards hurried up to her.
"Lady Skye, where might ye be off to in such a hurry?"
"I need to find my father and brother."
Her horse pranced beneath her, and she tightened the bit.
"Wait but a moment, and I'll accompany you,"
the guard said.
"Nay, follow as soon as you can."
She turned to the stable lad.
"Which way did the hunting party set out?"
He pointed.
"Catch up with me," she told the guard. "The trail'll be easy enough to follow."
With that, she kicked her mare into a gallop and set out to find her kin and safety. Once past the heavily trodden ground near the curtain walls, Skye found the newly churned earth caused by the hunting party. She slowed her pace to a canter and followed. She'd been riding but half a league when the trail cut into the forest. Glancing over her shoulder, she saw two Macintosh guards riding after her, the one she'd spoken to at the stables and another. Some of her tension eased. Pausing until the guards were closer, Skye nodded to them and nudged her mare onto the trail into the wood at a gallop. The need to find her da rode her hard, as if Oliver, rather than Macintosh guards, gained ground behind her. Keeping her eyes on the signs left by the hunters, she raced on. Movement from a clearing ahead caught her eye. Shimmering pale pink and green light rose from the very earth, and she was heading straight for it at a gallop. An unfamiliar energy and the scent of impending rain filled the air.
"By the Holy Mother, nay!"
With all her might, she pulled the reins to turn her mount away. Her mare's ears flattened, and the whites of her eyes showed. Her sweet, good-natured palfrey planted her hooves, bunched her haunches beneath her, and bucked. Without pommel or cantle to grip, Skye flew.